I had a lot of negative fears around money. So I turned a lot of them into positives, such as I love money and money loves me. And the big one for me is money is freedom. The more I talk to artists where they can't do this, they can't do that, they need to do this before they can do that, all of that is tied into not having the freedom. And I knew what it felt like to be a broke, starving artist and gallery owner at 26 when I started. And before that, working for other people, I was even more broke and I couldn't do anything. And it got really sad for me. So eventually I started to say, bleep this. I need more money because money is freedom. So I equate finance and having money with freedom. So if you guys can start taking on mantras that work for you, that are creating what you want in your life, and take on money is freedom, own it and get excited by it. There are 3 guiding principles about money that are so obvious, but when it comes to daily life, this is not obvious for many people. And this is something that a lot of times it starts young. We didn't learn about, most people didn't learn about investing, money allocation, how to save money, how to make more money, what to do with the more money once you made it. We never learned. I mean, if you did learn this, kudos to your parents. I didn't learn this. They didn't learn it from their parents. They learned it through being adults and being in the real world and starting to rack up credit card debt, have financial problems. So there are 3 principles. The first is spend less than you earn. So that's hard for artists because your income is variable. This is something that I've really butted heads with a lot of artists that I work with, where my whole thing is you need to know your budget. You need to know the bare minimum of what you need each month to survive. All the bills that you have to pay, like your rent or your mortgage, or else you're going to get kicked out, or your electric bill, your fixed expenses. You need to know what that looks like. So, for example, I have an artist that I know, her expenses are very minimal. She's single, no car, no house payment, no kids, really simple. Her fixed and variable expenses are $2,000 a month. That she knows it. We've crunched the numbers left and right. The problem is she's had months where she's gotten paid $7,000, $8,000, $9,000, $10,000. Guess what she does? She'll pay her bills that month. So she'll pay her $2,000 in bills. She'll take the $8,000 and she'll go spend it. And then she's back at zero for month 2. No money to pay bills with. And guess what happened? She had enough money to pay a year's worth of bills. She didn't save any of it. She just spent it all. And I got a call a couple months into her doing really well financially saying I'm broke. And I almost fell out of my chair. I'm thinking, what the hell are you doing with your money? Guess what? She was just spending it. She wasn't thinking, she thought that this was just going to keep coming and coming. I'll make $8,000, $10,000 every month. I'll just keep spending. So she didn't plan for future savings. And we're going to talk about money allocation later on in another module or class. But 1, spend less than you earn. You have to know what you're earning. Generally, you have to know what your expenses are. The mistake that I made early on as a young business owner is I didn't invest any money. So the second principle is invest as early as you can. For anyone out in this audience that doesn't have a retirement account where that money is tax-free, you need to talk to a banker, your accountant, or someone and get one set up. Even if you're only putting in $25, $50, $100 a month, it doesn't matter. Just set it up, get it set up, and make that money tax-free. So what I did early on is I just kept paying bills. Then I moved from paying bills to having extra money that I invested back into my business. And I wasn't focused on saving for retirement or for any future for many, many years. And so if I could go back in time, I would have set up a Roth account or any type of 401k as a young business owner, and I'm not an advisor, talk to someone professionally. I would have set something up, and I would have made an effort to put a nominal amount into that account every month or year.